Hey, this is a video to kind of show you how to edit your site. So I'm actually logged in as me to your site under collaborator access. This is why it says welcome back, Deborah. But you see here, I'm underneath your site. So your dashboard may look a little bit different, but you just want to go over here to edit site. Once you click that, it's going to open up in its own tab like I show here. So it's pretty easy to edit. So everything here is just on, it's called floating elements. So you can literally click on any element and you'll be able to edit it. So here, it'll tell you what the element is. This is a text element. So if you want to edit it, then you can just click it and then click edit text, and then it highlights the whole text, and then you just click in the text where you want to edit it and then make change. The other option is you can just double click, and in that double clicking, then you can make whatever changes you want. Anytime you edit a text setting, gives you this text settings box, which tell you the font, the style, you can bold it, font size, any of that, alignment, all of that stuff you'll have here, just like you kind of can do with Word. Now, anytime you have to be aware of any time you have like a stacked floating elements. If I do anything more up here, see how it keeps pushing this down and it keeps expanding this text box. So it's like, okay, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to delete that. My spacing still stays the same, but it's kind of misaligned because this is now more space up here than it is here. So you can then just move this back up a bit and kind of create the spacing that it needs to. So those are just some small things that you have to be aware of. Same thing with anything as a text box, you can do that. To learn more, you can change your settings, you can click the text, and you can change what the word says from like learn more to more info or whatever. And then here is your link. So you can link a button to an internal page, which is really nice because then you can just select page and then it'll give you the listings of your page. The web address is if you want to link it to something external. So like you have your classes, we add a button, but we want them to go to Bridge, then we would put the web address here. You can upload a document. So if you want people to click a link or click a button to download a document, you can do that. Phone number, email, there's a lot of different options here. Now with these images, you'll see here that some of these images have these borders around it. That is all one image. So we created this image with this border. So if you want to change this image, it's going to actually replace the whole text, this whole image area. So if you do that, you just click on it, it'll say here to change image. And then it'll automatically bring up your site files. So this is everything that I've already uploaded. Now, you can just go ahead and drag and drop from your files onto here. If you want to do that, you can click Upload Media, just drag and drop from your computer, or you can upload from computer and then navigate to wherever that folder is. The other option is that Wix has a partnership where they have their own stock media, as well as Unsplash is another stock. Shutterstock, there is some. But as you can see here, they're all paid, so I pretty much stay out of Shutterstock. I just do media from Wix, which is all free, and then Unsplash, which is all free. They do have an AI image creator, and I've never used it, but basically you put in a prompt and it'll show you it'll give you one or a couple of image options if you want to do that. Find one that you like. Just select it and then choose image, and then it'll just go ahead and replace it in that text box or in that field box. Same thing here. All of these are, so this is a grouped with an image and content or text box. If you want to add more content, then you just go to up here where it says add section. So design section is predetermined kind of layouts that Wix has as standard. So you can drag and drop any of those that you want. If you're like, oh, I really like this layout, then go ahead and use that. That tends to make things a lot easier. If not, then you can just go up here to the separate elements, which then force you to scroll back down. And then now you can just drag and drop different elements into here, and then you can then edit them however you want. The other option, so any right clicking you can delete. The other option is if you right click any element, you can duplicate it, and then you can drag and drop it wherever you want to place it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this so that way we don't accidentally publish it. So any edits that you do, you can do two things. One is you can go up here to preview. Won't save the edits that you've done, but or won't publish the edits that you've done, but you'll be able to see it live, what it looks like on your site before you go to publish it. The other thing is you want to come over here to switch to mobile. And now you can see how your site will look mobilely. So here, kind of mess with some stuff. We wouldn't have to fix this. We want to ungroup it, out select it. And then we then center that. So we just want to take a double check, just make sure, we want to make sure that everything looks good on the mobile device. And then we can make small adjustments as needed to make sure that everything just, looks and fits better. Once everything is good, then you can just go ahead and go to publish, and it's going to push everything live. Both, doesn't matter if you're on the desktop or the mobile, it's going to push both edits on both things, at the same time. Come up to here, and you can select any page that you want. Again, everything is still the same. Now down here is your footer. This is what is standard on all of the pages. So if you edit anything on here, it's going to basically update across your whole site. Same thing with the header. Anything that you do up here will then update across any pages that you have on your site. If you want to add a whole another page, you go to here to manage page, go ahead and add a menu item, or you can just take this and then you can just duplicate and then change your page information with your SEO information. And then that way you can just go and keep the layout, and then you can change whatever content that you want on there. Like I said, anything that you're done, just go ahead and click publish. If you edit something and you don't publish it, it will stay saved in the back end of your site. So say you're working on something, you're not quite done, you got to jump to something else. It'll save what you have, and it should automatically save. And then if for some reason, if this will, I think highlight if autosave isn't on, but autosave is standard, so everything should autosave automatically. All right, let me know if you have any other questions.